Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to our Coffee with Conti show. From time to time, we like to entertain you here on the channel, keep you up to date what's going on in current marketplace, and I love sharing some incredible Corvette experiences. And although sometimes I may not tell you what you want to hear, by doing so, I hope that I'm earning your trust and we're having an opportunity to earn your business. There's some great things going on right now with the C8 mid-engine Corvette, but many are missing it because of misinformation. So today on the show, we've got a couple of send-off pats for you, but I want to talk about the allocation. Let's go back to where it all started, where we are now and where we're going. Are you going to get the 2020 that you ordered? Can you still order a 2020, or do you need to flip to a 21, and when does all that happen? Now remember, it may not be what you want to hear, and as much as I love doing these videos, I just want the opportunity to do business with you guys. So back in July, after the reveal, I get a phone call from a guy in Florida, and he says, hey Rick, we watch you on the channel, but I just put a $5,000 deposit down and I ordered with this guy down here. He says, I got a car coming in October, but if you can get me a car sooner, I'll order from you. I said, well, thanks for watching, but number one, you just gave that guy $5,000, and number two, you're not getting a car in October. He says, oh, no, I am. I'm good. I go, hang on. What you're going to hear is distribution, constraints, allocation. That's what you're going to hear. They're going to put you on the wait a minute program while they're holding onto your deposit and you're not getting your car. He goes, no. He says, I'm getting a car in October. He was adamant about it. I said, okay, I'll tell you what. All right, here's what I'll do. If you get that car that you order and you're driving in October, a car that you're not buying from me, I'll fly down to Florida, we'll feature and celebrate that on my channel, and then I'll quit. I said, man, you're not getting that car in October. Again, not what you want to hear, but okay, so he calls me back in December. Hey, Rick, I'm the guy down in Florida. Remember? I go, oh, yeah, how's it going? Well, you know, I said, oh, no, it's all right. I'm sure this is what he said. Distribution, constraint, allocation. Yeah. I said, by the way, how's the car drive? I don't have it. I said, I guess I keep my job. Again, there's so many great things that are happening for C8 mid-engine Corvette that many are missing it because of misinformation. And even right now, some of you are making up stuff. I had one guy cancel his order. He said, because there's production problems. Like, what? What are you talking? I didn't hear that. There's no production problems. I mean, it may not be moving as fast as you would like, but they're doing a great job down there at Bowling Green Assembly. Keep in mind, there's many more steps to the build process. It's taking a little bit longer, but they're building cars, and when the cars start showing up sooner than you think, you'll see that this C8 mid-engine Corvette has lived up to all the hype. In fact, let me say this to the Corvette marketing team, the design and engineering team, and what a great job they've done on taking Zora's dream and making it a reality. If Zora was here today, I think he would say that you've done a better job than even he imagined it could be. Again, there's some great things happening right now with C8 2020 mid-engine Corvette, but many are missing it because of misinformation and mishandling of the allocations. Another quick story for you that I want to get into some meat and potatoes about what's going on with this allocation and where we're at and where we're going, okay? Guy calls me up the other day, says, hey, I got an allocation in, my dealer only gets 2. I'm first on the list, I've been a big past customer of the store, but they called me the other day and they said, hey, your allocation slot's up, but we got a guy here that just came in and he's going to give us $10,000 over sticker for that allocation. So if you'll pay the $10,000 over, you can still keep that first slot. He goes, what? That's not what we agreed to. He goes, forget it, give it to him. He goes, I'll just take the number 2 slot. They said, well, the number 2 slot's filled too. He says, so, he goes, you're kicking, I don't even get a car now? Lots of games going on out there, guys, and not how we like to represent this car. And I'm sorry, many of you have encountered that same conversation. And for those of you that contact me that have orders at other dealership, number one, I appreciate that you respect my opinion, but also please understand that I can't really engage in those conversations There's so much going on. There's such a desire to get information. As soon as I say this, you'll call your dealer. Hey, you know what? I know you told me that, but Rick Conti said this. No, hey Rick, I called my dealer and he said, no, you're wrong. It's this. I'm like, well, no, it's this. And no, hey, Mr. D, I called Rick back and he says, no, you're wrong. And all of a sudden, it's this tit for tat. I'm immersed and involved in an order that I'm not even selling. And I can't do that. I do appreciate the contact. I do appreciate the consideration. And I hope that one day we can do business. And I don't really have a way of knowing what's going on with that dealership, and one of the reasons I don't want to get involved in that. So the next go around, or maybe a referral, reach out to us. I would love to have the opportunity to do business with you, but I promise to make it much easier than what you're going through right now. All right, you guys, so let's go back to the beginning in July, talk about this allocation, how it was determined, where we're at, and where we're going. So after the reveal, Chevrolet gives us a letter and said, here's your estimated production guide for allocations for the 2020 mid-engine Corvette model year. We got this big number up here. 3 months of it was guaranteed, and then 9 months was going to be an estimate. We'll come back to this big number here in just a second. Here's so you understand. The allocation was determined on a 3-year sales history average. And they said this number was designed to help you manage customer orders and customers' expectations of those orders. Sales of all Stingray models, including Z06, convertible Grand Sport, were included in the count for determining allocation. ZR1 sales were excluded from the 3-year sales history calculation. I'll leave that right there. Here's a disclaimer that'll help you understand what we're dealing with now and what we're about to deal with, okay? The disclaimer states, forecast share, our allocation share, is based on GM's current production schedule. However, GM reserves the right to alter their production schedule based on changing market conditions, unplanned disruption. The strike, was the strike like at the worst time ever for the most anticipated launch ever for Corvette? That was, I'm not gonna go there, that was an absolute mess. A change in number of eligible dealers and other conditions beyond GM's control. Many factors affect the actual production quantities, including but not limited to product, part constraints, government requirements, and evolving market conditions. Therefore, this estimate is not a volume commitment. Chevrolet reserves the right to change the Corvette distribution plan or the timing for implementation of that plan from time to time as its sole business discretion. So what does that mean? Well, this big number they gave us back in July, it means it could change, and in fact, it is changing.
We know there is significant interest related to production, distribution, model year splits, and more. And yes, original plans are changing due to last fall's labor situation.
So that big number that we got back in July, well, it's a bit confusing for us as dealers. The letter states it's for 2020 model year, but later in the letter, it talks about a 12-month allocation guide. If that's the case, we know that 2020 is not being built for a full 12 months, so that big number is going to be for the calendar year and not for the model year. We already know it's being cut, so we'll find out definitive information in March as far as what that number represents on remaining allocations and opportunities for you guys. All right, let's go back to that big number that we got from Chevrolet in the summertime. All the while, we've been entering preliminary orders against that number. Be known, I've not entered the quantity that this number is, and I'm glad that I haven't, because you know now that there is an allocation cut coming. So keep in mind in the distribution, this is where some of the drama comes. People know that we have enough allocation, their orders in here, and they're like, well, here, I see other guys getting their build weeks, you know, my orders in, why don't you just send it to Chevy and tell them to build it? Here's the problem. They control the distribution based on what they can build. So against my big number, they may say this month, and they do this on a monthly basis, here's 5 cars against this number that you can send us that we'll build. You're like, okay, next month, here's 10. Next month, here's 15. And as much as I know, there's a lot that I don't know as far as what's coming in the following month. And that's why there's a little bit of a delay in the order processing, sending your particular order to production control. Again, it may not be what you want to hear. I want to give you the right information so you do have the proper expectation for arrival of your car. And I guess the good in all this and all the drama and all the stress is that people are genuinely excited about the release of this all-new Corvette. This thing is going to be the hottest thing on the road, you guys, and it's worth the wait. Now, here's the question. Do you wait? If you have a 2020 order with us right now, I've been doing some calculations, trying to do the best guess I can right now. If you have an order number with us Even with the allocation cut, I feel confident that you're gonna get that car. It's just a matter of when. I'm not taking any more 2020 orders. There's a few people that we've been communicating with. I owe you the opportunity to get that order in the queue, and let's wait it out and see what happens in the March announcement, remaining allocations and so forth. Those of you that don't get 20s with us, you're gonna be first in line for the 2021 orders. When does all that happen? We don't have that information yet. We'll have that in March. My best guess is sometime in June when we'll see some changes, maybe a color, maybe a wheel, just to justify it's a 21. Don't look for any big changes, and don't look for, again, the drama that's been playing out on YouTube where people say, oh, it's gonna raise by $10,000 in 21. Yeah, there's gonna be a price increase. I think it's a couple grand, maybe $3 grand. That's just the cost of doing business. That's gonna happen, but no, you raise it too high, you're gonna kill the car. Let's face it, they want to build as many as they can. That's how they make money, guys, absolutely. So if you're on the fence, if you're gonna do 20 or 21, let me know. If you're in with us and you want to move to 21, you'll go to the front of the line. Not a problem. It may free up a spot for somebody else that's waiting for a 20. I do appreciate that flexibility and your understanding. I mean, the launch of this car is truly a big deal. Well, guys, that's as upfront as I can be with you. I hope that you understand, and I do hope to have an opportunity to work with you. All right, let's continue. Let's have some fun now on the Coffee with Conti show with some send-off pats. But before that, I want to share some pictures of recent deliveries, people we didn't film for the vlog, but I want to put them up here right now to acknowledge them and thank them again for their support and for their business. First one is Michael from the Cincinnati, Ohio area. Got himself a manual Grand Sport 2019 Corvette. Michael, thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for the business. And there he is with Chris, my new sales assistant, doing a great job. We'll talk more about him in a future vlog. Here's some good friends of mine, been selling them cars since 1998. It's Dwight and Sherry. They didn't want to be on the vlog, but I got you guys anyways. They're from Ohio, moved to Tennessee, and there they are with their 2019 Silver Grand Sport convertible. And our next one is Ed from Tennessee, who moved to Ohio, retired military. Ed, thank you for your service. And thank you, sir, for watching the channel, and thanks for your business. Got himself that beautiful Elkhart Lake Blue manual transmission Z06. I really wish I would have filmed that. Number one, he didn't stall when he pulled out, but when he went to pull out, he looked back at me just to say thanks, and the smile and the grin on his face was absolutely spectacular. Ed, great to meet you, man. Thanks again for the business. And here's Dave and Judy, past customers of ours, and they're part of the Southern Ohio Corvette Club that we sponsor here at Coughlin. They're from Kentucky, traded that 2018 black Z06 with only 3,000 miles to get this beautiful and the last one in the country, red on red, 2019 Z06 convertible. And speaking of convertibles, here's a 2019 Grand Sport that went to Leanne and Brian. Brian had to work late, but we had a great conversation the day before, and I really do appreciate their business. They're buying their 4th Corvette, and she went home on a cool night, but on all-season tires, so all's good, and she loves her new Grand Sport. Thanks again, you guys. Really enjoyed working with you. And now a couple of send-off pats to Arizona and Louisiana. Yeah, I'm here after hours. It's kind of creepy right here, but right over here is Joe and Carol's Z06 going to Arizona. I don't mind coming up here after hours. I only live like 2 miles away. Sometimes it's dangerous. As many of you know, I get here and I never leave. Anyways, I just want to say thank you to Joe and Carol. I really appreciate the business. I appreciate so many of you that we have the opportunity to work with out of state. Your patience, your trust, your excitement for Corvette. It really, you see that? There's some kind of camo car on there. I think it's it's a GM car too. It's Cadillac. I have to pretend like I'm not trying to get into the shot because I was told not to. You know how I am when I'm told not to do something? My gosh, but really, truly, having a blast representing this car, working with you guys, talking to Joe on the phone, and then all of a sudden he had me on Bluetooth, heard Carol in the background. It's just exciting to deal with so many nice people rewarding themselves with this car. This is a, you guys can't see it. Let me see if I can go on this side over here. We're starting to get a little bit of snow, but this is a red Z06 with yeah, there you go. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, so what is that right there? Some kind of Cadillac. Look at that. I like this sneaky thing. I got real close to this. He's waiting to load the car. What is that, guys? It is some Cadillac. Anybody recognize that camo? Yeah. That same stuff that was on that Corvette. I should take pictures of all the cars at night. Doesn't this look great? I mean, these lights, bam. Boys, that car looked good. Joe and Carol, congratulations. Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for your understanding in shipping so far this time of the year. Well, here she comes. I know you guys are going to drive the wheels off this thing because that's what this is about. Enjoy the car. Absolutely. Got a glove in my hand. Can you see? Okay, you can see my hand. So we'll do the send off pat. Send off pat for Joe and Carol, Arizona. Congratulations. Thanks again, you guys. All right, the car got a little wetter than I wanted it to, so I'm gonna jump up into the trailer. We're gonna wipe down the car just a little bit on the way to Arizona. Joe's car does have clear bra on it. In fact, wait till you see one of the ships that we're gonna do for Ryan in Louisiana. He's got a carbon fiber monster Z06 that we did ceramic coating on. Yeah, we're doing that now. More on that in a future video. So, all right, Ricky's gotta put the camera down. Gotta get up in there and get this car looking as good as it possibly can, given the conditions. All right, I think I weather jinxed myself. Remember last time we were on the vlog, it was beautiful weather. It's February. It's still February. Hey, you think that's funny, huh?
We've had a good winter.
We most certainly have, but it looks like February right now, so I'm not even complaining, even though I really, at my age, I hate the snow. Hate the snow.
Yeah.
All right, our driver's here to take Ryan's car down to Louisiana. Do appreciate it, Ryan. Thanks for waiting, going through shipping delays and that kind of stuff, paperwork back and forth. It actually did ceramic coating on this particular Z06. We talked about that before with Joe's car today, and we're you know, doing a clear bra on his car, doing ceramic coating. We're gonna do more detailed videos on that in the future. So, and this is what I call for you guys in Z06. This would be what I call a carbon fiber monster. Has exposed carbon fiber ground effects, has the exposed carbon fiber hood stinger, including the roof, and this, because you couldn't get it anymore, they cut this off like in the middle of 2019 ordering. We got this through another dealership and had to pay over retail for it, but we got it. If you want something, you do whatever it takes to get it. So we have the one piece, and this was actually featured, if you guys remember, in 2018 on the Carbon 65 edition, the one piece exposed carbon fiber rear spoiler, and this thing is beautiful. It is beautiful. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That's all right, good answer. Yeah, they do. They manual fold. They can fold this way. You can grab them. They can pull back this way, or you can pull them forward, whatever you prefer. You know what's nice about that? If you're tight in the garage and the mirror's out and you go walk by and you hit the darn thing, well, number one, it's going to hurt. But number two, you're not going to break the mirror because it will break away forward and backward. If you have a Camaro, you know that doesn't happen. Real quickly inside, yeah, look at Ryan's got the competition seats, Z06 armrest. Oh, beautiful, man. Red paddles. Carbon fiber monster continues inside with the dash. Bottom of the steering wheel, of course, in the back of the seats. On the comp seats, there's carbon fiber there too. You guys knew that, sorry. Hey, Ryan, thanks, man. What a pleasure. A younger guy, I don't have his age, but a younger guy than most buying a car at this level. Thanks for the business, man. Wonderful talking to you. Have a blast, all right? Little send off pat for Ryan in Louisiana. Congratulations, man. Thank you again. I tell you what, when it's loading these cars, I really participate. I go in and wipe them down. I've driven them on, especially for those guys that don't know how to drive a stick and flip me out. It's like, nah, here, I'll get it. But I just want to make sure that my babies, your baby, is okay. Keep it straight, keep it straight. Turn it to right a little bit. Yeah, your wheel was kicked. All right, keep it straight. This is the part I was worried about here. I think he'll be all right, but we've got to take it real easy. Nice and slow. I think you're going to be fine, but just take her easy. As soon as that wheel touches down, we'll be good. All right, guys, that's our show today. I hope you had some fun today. Some of it a little stressful, talking about the C8 car. I wanted to give you a realistic idea what I'm going through behind the scenes. So when you're asking me these questions that we get dozens of times a day, why it's difficult to give you a definitive answer. So don't hit the panic button yet. I'm going to keep you properly informed. I'm looking forward to the opportunity doing business with you. And just think about it. This time next year, this conversation, this hurry up and wait program, it'll be over. and the things will be flowing. We'll forget all about this. So just chill a little bit. It'll all be good. I appreciate your understanding. I appreciate the opportunities, and I'm looking forward to being a part of your Corvette family on this historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Now, for those of you that are bridging the gap, as we tell you, to the C8, and you're going to kind of hang out for a couple of years, get a great deal on our 2019s, be covered under warranty until the C8 market kind of gets going in some consistent fashion. Check out my link down below to all the inventory stuff that we have on my CorvetteConti.com site. It will be up to date in real time. What's available, what's sold, what the prices are, and no qualifiers. We're hearing that again already. Oh, you have to have this, and you have to finance here, or the price goes up $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. No, man, the price you see is the price you pay. Now, if you're a General Motors employee, an actual employee, you might save a few more bucks, so let us know on that. I gotta look. I get so immersed in doing the vlog with you guys, I gotta look before I walk out in the street. I'm gonna get clocked one day. Hey, then I'll get like 1 million views, as long as I live to see it. Hey, one more time, guys, I do appreciate you watching the Coffee with Conti show today. Sorry about the big drawn-out conversation on C8 allocation. I think it's a conversation that we need to have, and I think that all cards are on the table now, aren't they? All right, fantastic. Thanks for the support. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Thumbs up this video. Looking forward to your comments down below, and looking forward to next Sunday's Coffee with Conti. That'll be on Valentine weekend, when we're talking all about the history of red Corvettes.